Let's talk about authenticity for a while. And it's a word that gets thrown around a lot these days, and it's the most powerful vibration and it's the most magnetic thing. And I believe it's true. The problem with most people's authenticity is that it's not true authenticity. Because true authenticity means that you include the good and the bad, everything. And most people want to think that authenticity is only showing the positive. And we see social media is full of that. And there's a really cool concept that I just heard that I want to share with you. And it's we all fail. We all fall down. Most people, when they fall down, they're thinking, oh, if I don't get up, I will never fall again. And this is the trap with thinking that you're authentic. You are authentically not brave. Because falling down, getting up again, risking falling again, making a fool out of you, humiliating yourself, feeling shame, feeling guilt, fear, that's real strength. And in order to actually be authentic, you need to accept the full range of yourself. And that is not easy. So, actually, being authentic is really difficult. It's really hard. It's really painful. But those people who are willing to go as far as admitting all their faults and actually standing up after they fall and falling again and falling again and falling again, these are the people who eventually succeed in life because they are embracing their authenticity. And it also has to do with this illusion of greatness that a lot of us have. And I'm totally guilty of that. And I've processed this a lot during the last years. And I'm fortunate to have a partner who I can really reflect these things. And it hasn't been easy to actually admit that my self image and the things that I thought about myself wasn't really the honest truth. And then, yes, I know there's a lot of talk about how you can shape your reality and you can transform your limiting beliefs and it's all about your identity and stuff like that. On a deeper level, I think that's also a little bit of bypassing because most of the people who are teaching this identity shift thing only benefit because they are the teachers. And they're like, yeah, look at me. This is how I made this. Now you can do the same. But then it's like, oh, but I can't do the same because if I don't want to be the teacher, then it doesn't really work out. So I want you to question what people are teaching and look at those people. Are they mostly positive? Are they mostly talking about how successful they are? If that's the case, they are probably fooling you a bit. And I would say most of social media, especially short form content, it's building up this egoistic illusion of what life should be and how good everything is and how successful and how much money people make. But those people don't shoot and film and document when they are arguing with their partners or having problems with their kids or their parents or stuff like that. And that's real life. We all have problems. And those who are brave enough to actually admit that we have problems and fall down and stand up again and be like, yes, I'm actually this small human who don't know much about life. And the more I know about life, the more I realize I don't know anything. There's so much I don't know that I don't know. I think I know something, and I think that, yeah, maybe there's some things I don't know, but the majority of things I don't know. And I've followed this path. I thought that I need to be this kind of guide and this teacher and leader, and this is how I'm gonna build my business. But I'm starting to realize that I'm someone who fails a lot and who messes up a lot. And the freedom that comes with admitting that and admitting it to myself, because clearly everyone else is capable of seeing it. So it's mostly about admitting radical honesty to yourself that, wow, there's a lot of things that I could improve. I could improve my attitude. I could improve my behavior. I could improve my habits. And at the same time, I need to realize that I'm already complete. These are just kind of facades. These are just like small things. And yes, it's cool to improve, but I'm also already complete with all these faults. Because if I look at my faults as something that I need to change, then I'm not authentic. So it's this weird paradox. The authenticity thing is that when you start admitting to yourself and to other people that you are flawed, that actually makes you complete. So vulnerability, it's honesty with awareness, I heard someone said, and I think that's amazing, because when you're actually honest and you're aware that, yes, I have two sides of the coin, there's good and bad, I have bad traits, I have good traits, and that actually makes me complete. And I don't need to just show my better side. It's like people go into photographs. They're like, no, this is my better side. Oh, this is my worst side. If you don't accept yourself fully with all that you are, you can't be authentic. And that's the paradox. People want to be authentic on the positive side, but that's not how we actually transcend and raise our frequency and our awareness and our consciousness. And that's what we are here to do, right? Because we are spiritual beings playing this game called life. And yes, I don't have everything figured out. I think that I have less things figured out than I've ever had in my life. And that's another part. I've started to surrender, be like, okay, I'm trusting life. I'm starting to trust the unknown. And I've spoken about this in the past. Your relationship with the unknown will determine how at peace you are. Because when your nervous system also catches up, and your nervous system, your whole being starts to trust the unknown, you don't actually have any problems anymore, because that means that you can be fully present in the moment, because there's no fight, flight, or freeze. There's just flowing in the river of life. So this video is supposed to be just a reminder that it's okay to be flawed. It's actually better to be flawed than thinking that you need to be somehow perfect. That's the message. Fall down, get up, be okay with everything, the fears, the shame, the guilt, all these really difficult emotions. When you can accept that and kind of find purpose in the suffering transcends. It's this really weird paradox. And when you start trusting that in all suffering there is a seed for genius, for greatness, all negativity has the possibility for blooming, for something to emerge out of it. It's like the dark ground that then gives birth to this beautiful flower. I think that's when we start to actually understand life more. And this is something that have just emerged from me when I've failed a lot. But I'm also so stubborn that I don't stay down. I'm kind of this, like, almost you could say stupid, because I'm not willing to quit. I'm not going to stay down. I'm willing to get up again and again and again and again. And the more I get up, the more I fail, the more I can relax into the process. I surrender even if I get hurt, even if I suffer. It gets better. And it's so weird. Life is so full of paradoxes. And when you accept that, and when you also let go of your mind, in a sense that you don't think that you need to control your life and all that's happening, but you surrender and you start trusting that there's a greater force in the unknown that actually wants good things for you. I've seen so much more inner peace in my life. Even if the external hasn't changed much, my being, my presence has changed a lot. And this is what I think that I can give to the world, because you don't see much presence in the world. You don't see people living in the moment and enjoying it. Most people are still worrying. Most people are still struggling, and they're thinking, and they're like, oh, but I can't live in the moment because then I have these bills and then I have this issue and this. It's your mind that's creating those. Those situations haven't happened yet. And if you change your attitude and you are able to change your relationship with the unknown, the future, that's the unknown, the future will slowly start to present all kinds of magical and like miracles and positive things, because you change into a more positive person. And I've had to learn this the hard way with financial problems and relationship problems and all these, and my logical mind says that there is no way out. And I was kind of forced into this situation of surrendering because I had no other choice. But I tell you, you don't have to go that far. You can start by becoming aware. Oh, now I'm thinking about the future. Now I'm worrying about the past, or whatever it is. When you get that awareness, that presence, the moment, that's when your life will start to change. Okay? So even if you fall, we all fall. Don't think that someone's perfect even if they have a perfect profile online. Everyone falls. The real strength is the people who fall, get up, and they stay unbothered. Let the other people think what they want. I genuinely don't care. If you like me, cool. If you don't like me, that's cool too. You probably like someone else, and maybe you should go watch their videos or hang out with them then. So, that being said, that's gonna be it for this video. My name is Mitz, just a regular guy from Finland talking about my experience because I don't know anything else about the world. See you in a future video. Peace out.